Welcome to the second edition of our show. Sit back today, enjoy the NCAA tournament today and tomorrow. I'm not going to keep you long. Get those brackets filled out. If you're watching this, it's probably a little too late to get those brackets filled out, but have a good time watching the tournament. It's two of the most fun days of the year. Today and tomorrow, Saturday and Sunday, are very exciting, but today the upsets and magic can happen. 3 versus 14, the 6 versus 11s. Big games today influence the rest of the tournament. The number 1 seeds are probably really safe. The number 2 seeds look relatively safe, but you never 100% know. The 3 seeds, always the 3 seed seems to get upset. The 4 seeds in the tournament, they all seem relatively safe. So sit back, watch, and enjoy. You never know when a last-second shot's going to happen. I guarantee there'll be 2 or 3 within the next couple days. It'll be a great tournament. Last night, you seen James Madison get in. You also saw Boise State get beaten. One of my picks. Sorry about that, but I was right with the Atlanta Hawks pick. And tonight for you gamblers, take the Chicago Bulls over the Portland Trail Blazers. Chicago's at home, a good home team, angry over the loss to Denver the other night on a controversial call. Actually, a controversial ruling by the officials, as they are not supposed to go back and review that play at that time. But they did, nothing you do. The Bulls are angry. Portland, not a very good road team, having to travel into Chicago. I like the Bulls tonight. Take the Bulls. Now, on to a few other notes. Brian Urlacher, no longer a Bear, parting ways. Well, Brian Urlacher, you wanted too much money. You wanted $11 million over 2 years. You're not worth it anymore. No offense, you're a great player, great team leader. You can't move side to side. Your 40 time is probably as bad as mine is. You're not going anywhere. You know, you can think about another team's probably going to pay you, but you better settle for $2 to $3 million for a year. You're a great leader. You're stuck in the middle. You're not going to be able to run in that 3-4 defense that the Bears want to run now. It's just not you. You need to go find a 4-3 defense where everything is fed inside to you. It makes it a lot easier. Be smart about this. Don't be arrogant. Don't be cocky. Don't be upset at Chicago. You had a great run here. You're getting towards the end of your career. Go out with a bang. Maybe you should retire. Who knows? Look at the Baltimore Ravens. Baltimore Ravens defense is crumbling. They're still going to be good, but you lost your 2 best leaders. Ed Reed going to the Texans, Ray Lewis retiring. Baltimore is falling down in that division. You still got Joe Flacco, you still got a good offense, but the defense is what led that team for years. Now the team may be falling off. Good for the Pittsburgh Steelers, good for the Cincinnati Bengals, Cleveland Browns, and you may never get better. I'm sorry. It's just one of those things that sometimes it's just not going to happen. You had your heyday, you should have made a couple Super Bowls, beating John Elway, you didn't. Now you're going to stay with 5-11 for the rest of your lives. So, sorry to say that, but good for the Steelers, good for the Bengals. Baltimore's coming back to the pack. I don't think they're going to be that great next year. They might be able to get out 10-6. Their offense is going to have to carry that without the leaders on the defense that they've had. Now, a little bit to the NBA again. LeBron James and the Miami Heat. I didn't like the Heat. They came together as a super team. I really didn't like that. All guys run together just to try to win a championship. Well, last night you showed me a lot of heart. 27 down to Cleveland, and you come back to win the game. Unbelievable. And what that shows is, 1, how good the Miami Heat are, and 2, well, Cleveland, you're Cleveland. I'm sorry to say that I have nothing against the city of Cleveland, but your sports teams just, they're terrible. Basketball team, football team, I'm sorry. There's just, you guys can root for Ohio State, I guess, and maybe you guys can convert, be an Ohio Bobcats fan. But Cleveland, I'm sorry. Basketball, football, you're just not good, and you may not be good for a while. Now, on to one other thing really quick, the WWE last night main event. Not a bad show, not a bad show at all. You have a show there where you can let the divas show what they can do. You had a tag team match, you let them go a little bit. You need to let them go a little more. Show what these women can do. They're good athletes. Do what TNA does. Give them a little time to shine. You have 4 television shows that you can allow them to do. You have 3 hours on Raw that were last week hideous. The main event was not bad. And you got great tag teams. You're ruining a tag team division. You got Kane and Daniel Bryan. That's great. You have great tag teams you can build upon. Maybe not as deep as the Hart Foundation, British Bulldog, Rockers, Rougeau era. But you have Darren Young and Titus O'Neil, a very good tag team. They are entertaining. The Usos, good tag team. Team Hell No, obviously the tag team champions. Rhodes Scholars, very good. You're trying to pair Dolph Ziggler and Biggie Langston together. You have tag teams. Use them. Put Justin Gabriel with somebody. He'd be a great tag teamer. So you got 3MB, which you threw together, but you've got a couple guys in there that are really good if you allow them to become a tag team, especially Drew McIntyre and Jinder Mahal. I see them being a very good tag team. Use them. You're not using your tag teams properly whatsoever. TNA at least is using tag teams. showing what they can do. You know, they only have 2 hours. WWE, you have 3 hours of Raw, 2 hours of SmackDown, another hour main event, a half hour of Saturday Morning Slam. And why in the world do you need a commissioner for Saturday Morning Slam? Main event's an hour, so why don't you have a commissioner for that? Some of the things you do are entirely ridiculous. Work on it, please. I don't harp on this. I can watch wrestling still as a fan to this day. You have a lot of talent there that you are not using, and you can use in many other ways. Use the tag teams, use the divas. You have plenty of time to use it and to do it and develop it. So please, do that. Work on it. Now, back to the NCAA tournament. Enjoy your day. Watch the hoops. Have fun. Remember, I picked the Bulls tonight in the NBA. Should be a great day of basketball. Go enjoy it. Have fun. Drink a few beers. Enjoy your friends. You know, just have a good time on these 2 days. They're the best 2 days of college basketball season. In fact, they're the best 2 days of any part of basketball season. So enjoy them, then enjoy the Sweet 16 this weekend. I'll be back tomorrow with a little bit of a recap of what happened today. So have fun, enjoy, we'll see you tomorrow.